Hey, Ash. I asked y'all to put y'all's Cash App in the comments because I've always been a giver. Always been a giver. I've always been a person who wanted to see others succeed. I have been I have been in a position of abundance, and I have been in a position of not enough, not enough. And so now I wanted to come back because the demand is here. The demand is still here. The pool for my content is still here. Somebody says, "Don't start crying yet, Mickey." This is one thing that we're going to talk about on this channel. For the longest time on this channel and in life, I have tried to be something other than what I was. Forever, my entire life, I have tried to be her friend, his woman, his everything, they everything. Now it's time for me to reintroduce myself. Mistakes have been made. Things have been done. I am the bad guy in a whole lot of stories. That's me. That's what I've been. That's what I am. And what I'll always be. And I'm okay with it. That's the thing. I'm okay with being the bad guy. I'm okay with not being liked. What I'm not okay with is people trying to make me define myself in ways that are not true to me. I can cry when I want to cry. I can cuss you out when I want to cuss you out too. That's the part that y'all forget. Y'all forget that resilience has many different faces. I don't have to be what you want me to be, and I won't ever be what anybody else wants me to be. I'm going to be myself. So this is a reintroduction. My name is Mickey Fox. The name of this channel is I Am Mickey Fox. That's who I am. That's who I'll always be. Whoever I am at the heart of me, I am Mickey Fox. That's what you need to know. That's what you need to put in your little group chats. That's what you need to put in the comments. That's what you need to text her and tell her. That's what you need to tag me. When you tag me, you're going to tag Mickey Fox. And I want you to remember that. Now, let's get into the video. Where you been, Mickey? Where you been? Oh my God. Oh my God. We missed you. We missed you. No, you didn't. Y'all didn't miss me. No, you didn't. People that miss me would have looked for me. People that miss me would have said, "Ooh, where she at? Ooh, where them kids at? What's going on?" Nobody reached out to me to get my side of the story, which lets me further know that since you didn't reach out to me to get my side of the story, you believe the story that you heard. I'm cool with it. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you believed whatever story you heard about me. No matter what, I'ma always be. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope that the person that I am, the real me, is going to be somebody who is a part of your story, a part of your journey. If that's not what it is, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay if a lot of people have left. Y'all just don't. I have lost thousands of subscribers, and I'm okay with that. Why? Because I went to prison. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I went to prison. I went to prison. I went to prison in 2022, June of 2022, and I stayed until April 25th of 2025. I was in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for 3 years. And it was a hard 3 years, very hard. Keep keep the comments rolling, y'all. Keep the Cash Apps, because I'm going to go back and read these comments. And I'm going to, every person that puts their Cash App in here, every dollar I make on here, I'm going to send to somebody. So just so you know. I went to prison for a crime, for a felonious crime. I went to prison because I had involved myself in something that I did not understand at the time. It was a lot bigger than me. There was a lot more moving pieces than I knew about at the time. And I felt like because of my negligence, I'm guilty. What I'm guilty of is greed. What I'm guilty of is being somebody other than myself. What I'm guilty of is ascribing to things that I knew were not authentic to me. What I'm guilty of is trying to portray an image of someone who I knew was not myself. I wanted to be what I saw on TV. I wanted to be what others thought I should be. I wanted to be what was cool at the time. What was cool at the time and the wave I was riding is being a high value woman. I wanted to be a high value woman. And what did that look like? For me, y'all don't forget to like the video. Y'all like the video while we're here. What that looked like for me was getting flued out. What that looked like for me was money, 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 money. What it looked like for me was dating him, Jim, him, them, Keith, him, John, him, Aaron, him, Seth, him, Michael, him, them, and them. That's what it looks like. That's what I was told. That's the image that I was told to portray. What was the reality of that was that I was a mother. I was at home with my children. I was dealing with a divorce. I was dealing with a teenager, a elementary schooler, and a toddler at the time, by myself, alone. So I did what I thought was necessary. Was it a mistake? Absolutely. Did I need to be humbled? Absolutely. Was I humbled? Absolutely. My humbling came in the form of humiliation, though. I was humiliated in front of the entire world. I took that L on the chin. On the chin, I took it in front of all of y'all. In front of all of y'all. God humbled me. And he humbled me and humiliated me at the same time. That was the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Going to prison. I spent every day in prison in fear. But now, it's a new day. It's a new day. I never would have been in the places that I thought. I never could have survived in the places I survived in had prison not happened to me. I never would have had the perspective that I have now if prison had not happened to me. I never would have been the person that I am had prison not happened to me. Prison happened to me because of a choice I made, but I thank God that he used what happened to me for his glory. He did. So I'm not down. I'm not out. I'm not sad. I don't regret 1 minute of what happened to me at all. I don't regret it at all. The only thing that I would ever change is the fact that it had to happen so publicly. But I'm glad that it did. My public downfall happened so that somebody else wouldn't have to go through it. What I did happened in public. But here's the best part of my story. I can live my life out loud because a lot of y'all are living y'all's in secret. Most people live their lives in secret. Most people are doing things that would land them in prison if the veil was pulled back on their lives. If the veil was pulled back on most people's lives, they would be in prison too. Y'all doing stuff y'all ain't supposed to be doing. Ain't nobody talking about whose bed you just got out of last night. Ain't nobody talking about whose husband you sleeping with. Ain't nobody talking about that little thing you doing on the side that don't nobody know nothing about. Ain't nobody talking about that. Y'all busy looking for mine and talking about mine. So we gonna talk about mine. We gonna talk about mine. I ain't got nothing to hide. You cannot use my story against me. Everything that happened, y'all can look it up. Why am I posting my ID from prison? Why am I posting my actual prison number? Because you can look it up. Y'all been looking it up. Y'all tearing the internet streets down looking for me. Keep looking. You ain't gotta look. You can come right here on this channel and I'ma tell it. I'ma tell it. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. That's the thing. Ain't nothing to hide. For what? What am I hiding for? Nobody on here cared enough to see about me. Two people. There were two people while I was incarcerated who I was able to get in touch with. Two. So I didn't been to the bottom. I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. And I'm looking everybody dead in the face. And I'm telling you, keep watching. Keep watching, because we're going to see what God going to do with this. We're going to see what God going to do with it. That's why I'm not scared to tell it. That's why I went on a show, a little baby show, with somebody that got half the followers I got. With somebody that's trying to build their stuff. Why? Because I'm going to help you. Because I know me being there, the blessing is on me. Everywhere I go, everywhere I step, the blessing is on me. Everywhere I go, I have the favor of God. So yeah, I went to the little channel to help them out. I'm helping y'all. I livened your little show up. Sure did. It's a whole bunch of places I'm going to go. It's a whole bunch of places I'm going to go. I didn't do that. I'm going to tell everybody what I've been through. I'm going to share what I've been through. I'm going to share that I made mistakes. I am making mistakes. I'm making mistakes now. It's a whole bunch of stuff I don't know how to do. I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. I don't know where it's going to lead me. A bunch of stuff. But I'm okay with not knowing because I know who does know. I know who does know. So I'm not confused about where I am. I'm not sad about where I am. I'm not angry about what happened. I'm not angry at nobody. But what I will tell you is we're not going to be fake on this channel. We're not. We're not going to be fake and pretend like y'all was looking for me, because you wouldn't. We're not going to be fake and pretend like y'all was just so in love with me and y'all wasn't in the comments. It's okay. It's okay. The audio is out. Why? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I don't know why. Let's see. Ooh. Listen, leg right about now. I ain't got no equipment. I ain't got no I ain't got none of that. I got a little ring light and my phone. That's all we got. But we gonna get it back because we're building. This channel is gonna be about growth. This channel is gonna be about moving forward. We're gonna move forward on this channel. I didn't cry. I didn't say I was sorry. I didn't said, oh, I apologize to the men for breaking y'all down and busting y'all down. Hey boys. Hey boys, we're back. The boys are here, ladies. Foxy brought the boys to the channel now. Foxy brought the boys back to the channel now. You can't hear? It sounded better without the hair. We're gonna work it out. Me and my little baby lips, girl, because I ain't got my lips done, honey. I ain't had mine in years. Where is my okay, anyway, back to what we were saying. I'm not going to no sound. Some people can hear, some people can't hear. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Anyway, we are on this channel, we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow. How are the boys? It's breaking up. Okay, anyway, we're going to grow on my channel. We're going to move forward. This is going to be the one and only time that we talk about this. If you have questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them as much as I'm able to. How are my children? My children are great. I have 3 boys, Deacon, Bishop, and Baby Fox. Baby Fox is 9. Bishop is now 13. What? If I refresh? Anyway, um, Bishop is 13, Baby Fox is 9, and Deacon is 21 now. So it they've grown, we've all grown, and that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I want you guys to understand something though. I want you guys to understand. Thank you, Miss Lola. Thank you, Miss Lola. Thank you, Miss Lola. Thank you guys for the support and for the love. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm a mother first. And this was a very big blow to myself and my family, my children. We have all endured a very, very big, very heavy situation, and we're still enduring it. My children are fine. My children are taken care of, and that's what you need to know about them. How am I doing? I'm great. I'm great. Am I always going to be perfect? No, I'm not. I'm not always perfect. Am I in therapy? Jail seems traumatic. I am in therapy. I am actively in therapy because, come on, Miss K, babe. Hey, Foxy, let a coin. I am in therapy. I am in therapy. I'm in church. So because prison was very traumatic. Prison was very traumatic. So yes. And that's what it is. Like I said, I'm looking at my notes. Like I said, I was incarcerated. It was a choice that I regret, but I've grown from it and I've learned a lot. What did I learn while I was in prison? I learned that I can live with any type of person. Thank you. I can live with the lowest of the low and I can live with the highest of the high. I've been at the height, at the pinnacle of success, and I've been at the lowest of the low. I've been to a place that I never thought I would be. I was in the belly of a beast. I have survived not having water for months. I took showers outside. I ate food that is totally unmentionable, that you could not even imagine having to eat. I went without food for long periods of time. I survived just unimaginable things, things that allowing people to search your body, to look at your body, search through your things, rip apart every little thing you have. I survived that, and I did that with God. I did that with God. I read my Bible every single day. I've read through the Bible 2 times, the whole entire Bible. I've read through the Quran 1 time. I read 273 books, I want to say, in those 3 years. I conducted a number of Bible studies. I was a mentor for a lot of the younger ladies and even some of the older ladies. I participated in the church ministry while I was in prison. I counseled so many people. I witnessed people who were just horrible, unmentionable things I witnessed while I was in prison. But I survived. I never had a fight. I never got in trouble. I never, well, I didn't have a fight, but it was a little situation that I had with somebody that thought that I was going to switch teams. But Foxy loves the boys. Foxy loves the boys. Foxy ain't nothing no woman could ever. Nothing no woman could ever do for me. So there was a little situation where Foxy had to get little Foxy. We got through that. Had to go to the psych ward for a minute. It's fine. We'll tell that story later. But yeah, there was a lot that happened to me and I endured it and I'm through it. This is one thing. I know that most people that watch me could have never gone through what I went through. I know that most people that watch me can look at me and say, wow, if she went through that, I know I can get through this little problem I got. If she went through that, I know I can be able to do anything that I want to do because I have, because I have oh, somebody made a comment. Because I have both sides. I feel like God wanted to give me a little street cred. I was very naive of a whole different world. I didn't know anybody that was on drugs or involved in crimes and criminal activity. I could say I do now. I can say I do now. I can go to the trap and I can go to the penthouse. I can go to the church. I can go back and volunteer for somebody that's homeless. I can do all of those things now because I've experienced all of that. I was homeless before I went to prison. I had to give my children to family members to care for while I was in prison. I endured a lot. I endured a lot, but I endured it and I made it through it. And that's the part, that's the only thing you need to be concerned with. I went there and I went through it. Orange ain't the new black. It wasn't even nothing like that. It was worse than orange is the new black. That's some TV stuff that they make y'all believe. Prison is not like that at all. Prison is much dirtier. Prison is much more prison showed me who I really was, showed me that I was greedy. Prison showed me that I was so hateful. I was hateful. I was greedy. I was arrogant, and I needed to be humbled. And that's exactly what God used to humble me, was prison. I lost a lot of people. I was arrested many times before. You ain't living if you ain't never been arrested. Miss Pulp Fantasia, you ain't living if you ain't never been arrested. You ain't doing your life right if you ain't never been arrested, honey. I have been arrested a whole bunch of times. Look it up. And you act like that's so what? Yeah, now will I ever be arrested again? No, I'm too old. I'm too old. It is what it is. If it's dumb advice, this is the thing, y'all. I love a troll. I love somebody who can sit on a computer, behind a computer, with just no picture, no nothing, and can say something about somebody who is literally telling the truth. I love it. I love it. I invite anybody and everybody to look me up. Look me up. I don't have anything other than the truth to tell you. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I would ask that use me as a mirror. Use me and what I've been through as a mirror to change your own life and to live your own life. How do you feel about, okay, and this is the thing. This is another thing that we'll talk about. This is the Mickey Fox channel. I am Mickey Fox. Prior to that, I was Michaela Pink. And so this is my channel. Everything that you want, you can get on either channel. You can get on anybody's channel and get the advice that you want. What I'm going to be talking about on this channel is personal growth. The demand for my relationship content is very high because I think that my perspective is unique. My perspective isn't unique. My perspective is something that at the time I knew it was a biblical perspective, but I never really gave the biblical context for what I was saying. Most of the things that I tell you and have told you on this channel, you could find in the Bible for yourself if you search it and find it. I still believe most of the things I said on this channel. I don't believe in being deceptive. I don't believe in doing things that are outside of God's will. As far as the men are concerned, let's talk about the men. I rode the wave of let's keep the men out of our lives. Let's be self-centered. Let's, do what we need to do to get ourselves forward. I rode that wave for a very long time. Are y'all still here? Is anybody still here? I see his people on here, but is anybody, let me see. Oh, okay. I rode that way for a very long time. I believe certain things. I believe that money was the epitome of success. And I don't believe that any longer. I know that my character should speak for me. I know that as a woman, I need to carry myself a certain way. Am I a little sexy? I'm going to be a little sexy with it. I am. Do you see me? Do you see me? Of course. Of course I'm going to be a little sexy. Is that intimidating to some people? Yes. Is that intimidating the fact that I'm proud of who I am? Yes. Does it intimidate the fact people with the fact that I'm not ashamed of who I am? Absolutely. Does it intimidate people that I don't have a chip on my shoulder? Yes. That I can still be soft and still be loving, even though I've been through what I've been through? It does. But that's okay. If you don't want to see a little thigh every now and again, this ain't your channel. If you don't want to see a little shake every now and again, this ain't your channel. If you don't want me to advocate for people who are lost and broken, this ain't your channel. If you want somebody that hates men and hates themselves and is portraying a life that is not the truth, this ain't your channel. If you want somebody to give you advice that they ain't never lived and never will live and can't ever live, this is not your channel. If you want somebody that got a bad body, big back, no vocabulary, can't speak, can't go to the places I've been, can't be in the seats that I've sat in, could never live the life I live, can't stand in my shoes for one day, this is not your channel. My channel is one of authenticity. It always has and it always will be. I say what I say and I'm going to say what I said, and that's all that there is. If you want something else, I invite you to find every channel on the internet. Start at A. Start at A and work your way down, baby. Work your way down. Start at A and work your way all the way down until you find the channel that you want. If this ain't what you want, I invite you to please go somewhere else and find it. Because here we advocate for healthy love. We advocate for healthy relationships. We advocate for people loving each other. We advocate for princess treatment. We advocate for soft lives. Yes, we do. But we don't advocate the fact that we got a lot of people. I ain't got a lot of nobody. Do you see me? Hello? Hello, somebody. Do you see me? I don't have to lie to nobody to get somebody to love me. I don't have to be anything other than myself. I don't have to be anything that you want me to be. I'm going to get what I want being myself because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. God made me a certain way and I'm okay with it. I'm not going to be nobody else. We're not going to talk about nobody else. I ain't got to put nobody down. I ain't got to be nothing other than who I am. And that's what we going to do. Candy? Anybody want candy? I'm going to eat my candy. I'm going to be thicker than a Snicker. And I'm going to make sure every last one of y'all see it. You see it. I know. I know. You see it. I'm going to keep showing you. I'm going to keep dog walking y'all. I'm going to keep dog walking all of y'all. Call me what you want. Call me what you want. It's a whole new day, baby. But I will advocate for men. I will advocate for men. I will advocate for us loving men. I will advocate us having spaces for men. I will always advocate being loving, doing what's right. I will always advocate for that. So if that makes me a pick-me, if that makes me anything other than what you thought I was, let me reintroduce myself. You thought, but this is actually what it is now. So it is what it is. We're not going to keep talking about, is anybody, have you ever talked to them? Have you ever? Oh, thank you. We're not going to keep bringing it up. We're not going to keep talking about that. We're not. We're going to keep our lipstick popping. And we're going to keep doing what we do. And that's what it is. Thank you. Okay. There we go. So, how did prison change me? Let's talk about prison. Y'all want to talk about prison? You want to talk about the prison stories? Want to talk about the prison stories? Who want to talk about the prison stories? Am I still in Texas? Yeah, look me up. You can look me up. I'm still on parole, baby. I'm still on parole. As long as I'm on parole, I'm still gonna be in Texas. Okay, let's talk about prison. Prison made me more disciplined. Prison made me more disciplined. I thought I was disciplined before, but oh, no. I'm way more disciplined now than I ever have been. I used to wake up at 3:30 before everybody else because I was in camps with dozens and dozens of other women. So it made me more disciplined. Prison made me more resilient. I never knew that I would be able to endure some of the things that I endured. I never knew that I would be okay with seeing other women, the stuff that women put themselves through The stories that I've heard, the things that I've heard women do. I never understood the sinister nature of a human until I went to prison. I never understood the animalistic behavior of humans until I went to prison. I never knew I had that dog in me till I went to prison. But oh yes, I'm a fox for real. I'm a fox for real. And I never knew how true to that name I would be, but I am. I'm a fox for real. So I look like this, but please don't ever get it twisted. Please don't ever get it twisted. Y'all can sit behind these computers and y'all can type and y'all can make comments. But here's the thing. You forget that I'm a real person. You forget that I know things that most people will never know now. I know this world and I know that world. So be careful how you treat people, because heaven is always watching. Heaven has always been watching me. So I want y'all to understand that prison has changed me. I'm nice, and I'm never going to be nice nasty. Like I said before, I'm nice, but I can also be nasty. Prison gave me a whole new respect for humanity. It gave me a respect for the brokenness of women, the brokenness of our society. It helped me to understand that it's not just about me. My life is not just about me. I'm meant to live my life out loud. I'm meant to share my story with everybody. Everybody that knows me will know that I've been to prison. People tell me, oh, you shouldn't walk into a room and introduce yourself as a felon. Why not? Why not? I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through at all. And I love that. I love the fact that God put me there and brought me out shining brighter than I ever was before. I love that. I love God for doing that to me and for me. I love the fact that I can go to a place where there's so much suffering, so much pain, so many tears, so many nights crying out in pain. I'm glad that God sent me there. And I'm glad he came and he brought me back out shining brighter than ever. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my story being colorful. I'm okay with the fact that I've been to jail a couple times and that I've been to prison. I'm okay with it. And I hope you are too. The boys don't mind. The boys are not mad. The boys are not mad. The boys are like, girl, don't nobody care about no little felony. They got 2 and 3 and 4. So they definitely don't care about no felony. Don't nobody care about a felony but y'all. Hating women. Hating women. So prison taught me resilience. Prison also gave me a new perspective that the world is not about just me. The world isn't about just my children. The world isn't about just what I want and who I want to be in it. The world is about using my life as a vessel to help other people. That's what prison gave me. Prison helped me to see that there are people who are on drugs, who have been raped, molested, sold, I don't know if I could say that on the internet, but it gave me a new side of the world that I never would have known before. I never knew people like that before, experiencing that and going through that. Y'all don't forget to like the video. So that's what prison taught me. It gave me a new perspective. My children are fine. My children are great. My children are not the topic of this subject. Right now we're talking about me. And that's what that is. So it taught me perspective. Prison also matured me. I was a very immature woman. I was a woman who was only about myself. I was a woman who was only about my wants, my needs. I was very immature as a woman. I thought I was mature because of my age, but I was not mature at all. So prison matured me to know that character is important, to know that your message is important, to know that what you say and what you do is important. And you have to be intentional, you have to be purposeful, and you have to be on time and clear about what your purpose is. And I feel like that's what prison taught me. So yeah, I got a smart mouth. I probably do. I got to smart everything else too, though. Yeah, definitely have a smart mouth for sure. Let's reintroduce myself. Who am I now? I am Mickey Fox. That's the name of this channel. Mickey Fox is my given name, and that's my name now. That's the name of this channel, and that's who we're going to be going forward. I'm going to let me see. How can I say this? I'm going to give you guys who I am. my perspective, my understanding of biblical principles, my understanding of the way things should be and the way life should be lived. I did consultations before. There have been requests and demands for that again. I will be doing consultations very soon. I will be starting that back up. I will also be talking about the growth that I have experienced. I'll talk about the difference between humility and humiliation. I'll talk about the difference between being a lady and being a woman. I'll talk about what it means to live in such a way that you can command respect as a woman and not have to be aggressive or masculine or demanding to get what you want. Those are things that I'm going to be talking about on our channel. I'm also going to be talking about how to build somebody up in a relationship. I have been a girlfriend. I have been a baby mama. I have been a wife. I have been a divorced woman. And I have been a widow. Yes, I have been all of those things. So I feel like my perspective is unique. My perspective is different. Now I am back on the dating scene. Hello. Clock it. I'm back on the dating scene. And now I'm dating with a new perspective, with a new concept of dating, I guess. You guys will be coming on dates with me. I've been dating. I've been having fun. And I've been doing it my way. And I will until I'm not anymore. And so I ask that you guys come with me, be patient, come along, laugh. I'm gonna crack a little joke or two. I'm always gonna have a joke in my spirit. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. So will I be always talking about dating? No. I will not. I'm over the hypergamy. How old should I date? What should I say on the first date? What kind of clothes should I wear? How should I do my hair, curly or straight? What's the best thing to ask on a date? We're over that. We're not talking about that anymore. I have done so many videos on those topics that I will no longer be doing that anymore. Again, start at A. Start at A and work your way down. Work your way down to Z until you find a channel that you want. That's how we gonna do that. Cause I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm not doing that. This is so I won't be sharing every single detail of my life. Please be clear. I'm not gonna share every detail of my life because y'all ain't shared nothing with me. Do y'all get in my inbox and tell me y'all's life story? No. Do I know anything about you? No. Do I know anything that involves you guys? I absolutely don't. So am I going to tell you every detail of what happened to me? No, I will not. If that's what you're here for, you can leave too. You can leave too. If you wanted every little gory detail, it's not going to happen. What we're going to do is set boundaries. I will tell what I want to tell. If you want to be here to listen, then that's wonderful. If you don't, God love you. That's what we're doing. Also, I know you guys are curious. I know you guys want to know about my boys. I know you guys want to talk about that. At this point, that chapter is closed. I have apologized, and I've apologized again and again and again. And I will talk about what I want to talk about. I will talk about things that are uplifting, things that I feel like will edify other people, but I will not tear myself down, and I will not allow myself to be torn down by anyone. So there you have it. I invite you to join me on this new chapter. I invite you to be here with me. I invite you to have an open mind. I invite you to be as a collective. I invite you guys to come with me. We're moving forward. We have moved forward. And I ask that you would hold my hand a little bit. Sometimes I might cry. And that's okay. I love to cry. I have endured so much that it's time for me to cry. It is time for me to cry. And because in a space like that, when you staring a beast in the face, you can't cry. You can't. So there was plenty of days when I couldn't do that. And now if I cry on TV, it's all right. That's some people do. It's crazy to imagine and to think that I wouldn't cry. Hello, you would cry too if you had to do some of the things that I had to go through. You would cry too. So it is what it is, you know. Can I talk about choosing the father of my children and what to consider? Yeah, I didn't really choose mine though, baby. I didn't choose my baby daddy. That's a whole nother topic too. That's a whole nother topic too. That part of my journey is also spicy. Baby daddies. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a way that is sensitive to my situation and in a way that I know will edify other people. I didn't choose my baby daddy though. I was practicing getting a baby, and then babies just started coming, baby. I can tell you what I would do in hindsight because what I did was something different. Anyway, so yeah, very good question. But yes, we could talk about that. This is the thing, y'all. You're never going to be prepared for life. You're never going to get it right. You're never going to do it 100% correct. You're never going to be an absolute perfect person. You're not. Go live your life. Go live your life and do exactly what you want to do. If you want to go and jump from here to here to here, drop him, come back to him, spin the block, sneaky link, do this, do that, go do it. Go do it. Y'all are so afraid to make the wrong mistake that y'all ain't living. And the fact that y'all ain't living, y'all want to look at somebody that is actually living, and doing and making mistakes, and you want to fault that person for making mistakes. Well, at least I'm out here living. At least I ain't at home sitting back like, oh, I can't do it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't live my life that way, and I never will. Go live your life. Go do what you want to do. If it feels good to you, baby, do it twice. Go spin the block and do it again. Go spin the block and do it again. There is no right or wrong way to do anything. There is no right or wrong way to do anything. Go do it. Go do it. Y'all scared to go outside. Y'all scared to speak to the man. Should I speak to him first, or what should I do? Do you like him? Do you like him, niece? If you like him, go talk to him. If you like him, go see what he's talking about. If you like him, go shake a little something. Go get in his way a little bit. Go drop a napkin and say, "Oh, wait, I didn't know. Let me go see. Can you help me?" Go. Ain't no rules. Excuse me. Ain't no rules. Go do what you want to do, because I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. If I see him and he see me and we see each other, I'm going to be like, hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm Foxy. Sure am. Sure am. Sure am. So y'all could say whatever. Y'all could say exactly whatever y'all want. Does that make me a pick me? Pick me then. If that make me a pick me, honey. Pick me. Yeah, because I'm being chosen. I'm being chosen. Y'all can go over there and abide by the rules. That's why y'all been single for 3 years. 3 and 10. I've been doing this since 2017. Almost 10 years, and y'all still over there single. Y'all still over there. Wait, okay. See, this is what the man, if he ain't paying your bills, then he can't do this. How about you can be with somebody that ain't paying your bills if you don't want to? What if I don't want him to pay my bills? Where's the gloss? Where's my lip gloss? What if I don't want him to pay my bills? Hello? What if I want him to want him to want him? What if I'm grown and I can want somebody to yeah. And what if that's what I want? Y'all live by your own rules. If you ain't hurting nobody, if you are hurting somebody, whose business is it? Whose business is it? It ain't nobody's business but yours and the good Lord's. Do what you want to do. If you see it and you want to do it, go do it. Because guess what? At the end, we all gonna be judged. Y'all gonna be judged for looking at me on here and saying, oh, you know, Mickey did this and Mickey did that and Mickey did this and Mickey did. You're going to be judged for that. You're going to be judged for doing the things you do, and I'm going to be judged for doing mine. Listen, it's going to be with the grace of God that we all make it wherever we going. So live your life. Stop trying to wait for somebody to give you a rule. If you live by the rules, you ain't going to never live. Make new mistakes. And that's what I did. I made a new mistake that I ain't going to never make again. Make mistakes and make sure there's new mistakes that you're making. Don't make the same mistake over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And over again. Why? What if you want both? If you want a man to pay your bills and you go get what you want, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want, this is the thing. Y'all sitting up here waiting for, he got to pay my bills. He got to pay my bills. But y'all ugly. Y'all are ugly. You ugly. Let's sit with that. Let's sit with that. You want a man that's going to pay your bills, take care of kids that ain't his, take you off your job, fly you out and do this. You want people that do all of this, but you don't do your hair. You don't barely take a bath. You go outside with wigs half cocked on. You go outside fat. Come on. You're ugly. You ugly on the outside and you ugly on the inside. You ugly. You want to come on somebody's live. You want to come in people's comments sneaking and going behind and doing all. You want to do all of this. And he got to pay my bill. Baby, get what you can get. Stay in your lane. Ain't no traffic in your lane. That's why I said all that advice I was getting, most people can't do it. Most people can't do it. And I have to realize that. Most people can't do it. Most people can't do it. You're not. You want a baller and you ain't a baddie. You want a baller and you ain't a baddie. You want somebody to adore you and take care of you, and you won't even smile and let the man know you like him. You scared to even talk back to the man. You scared to talk to the man. The man say, hey, how you doing? Can I take you for coffee? You dang near slap him in his mouth for wanting to take you for coffee. But then you want him to pay your bills? Where they do that? Where they do that? That's not how it works. It's not how it works. I ain't saying you got to pay, but I'm saying you're going to have to give him something in return. The way we was going about it, the way we was saying it 5 and 10 years ago is wrong, y'all. Ain't no way in the world you going to get a man to do all of that and you ain't doing something. You see these teeth? You see this right here? Huh? You see it? You see it? See that? Mm-hmm. Little razzle dazzle. Mm-hmm. That's how you do. I used to do 2,000 sit-ups a day while I was in prison. 2,000. Mm-hmm. I didn't do no push-ups, clearly, but I was working out. I was trying to keep it tight and keep it cute. And I was. Period. So I understand that the older I get, the more things might start shifting and changing, and got a little cheese right here. But guess what? I might have a little cheese right there, but I got a cheese grater too. That's neither here nor there. Back to the subject at hand. Do what you need to do. Live your life. If people don't agree with it, let people not agree with it. If people have a judgment, I just went on a show and I made the comment that I wouldn't date one of the guys because he looked like a felon. And I don't need them people in my life. I don't need the police chasing me down everywhere I go. I'm still on parole. I don't need the police everywhere I go. So why would I date somebody that actually looks like a felon? You look like you sell dope. You look like you ain't got no job. You look like you unemployed. What I look like being with you, baby, ain't nothing we can do together. And the flack that I have received for that comment is ridiculous. Because I'm not supposed to have standards just because I'm a felon? No. What hair products did I have in prison? How did I keep my hair nice in prison? We didn't have hair products, baby. I barely had stuff to wash my butt with when I was in prison. Some people live very well in prison. I was not one of those fortunate ones. I did not have, I had one person who consistently sent me money that I just happened to meet on this channel. Oh, Lord. That I just happened to meet on this channel. One person. Other than that, I didn't have any hair products. There is no hair product, baby. I was surviving. I was barely eating. The food was horrible. It was just a lot. Am I complaining about that? No, absolutely not. That's what I deserved. When you go to prison, that's the stuff you deserve. So I'm not complaining about that, but no, it was none of that. It was none of that. There was none of it. None of it. So it's okay. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, because if you were sorry, you would have wrote. If you were sorry, you would have helped. If you were sorry, you would do something. Don't be sorry now. If you sorry, put some money on in the chat if you sorry. I just got out of prison. You sorry? Put some money on this live right here if you sorry. Don't tell me you sorry. Show me. Show me the love is real. Anyway, because I just got out of prison, things are different now. I took that F. For those that know prison sign language, I took that F. And since I took the F, people look at you a certain way. People look at you a certain way when you have a felony. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm never glorifying the fact that I went to prison. I'm highlighting the fact that I went to prison. What did I go to prison for? Let's look it up. Let's Google. Everybody has Google. So many of you have already Googled. Y'all know my life history from when I was in high school and in kindergarten. Oh, is it my world? It is my world. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Is it hard finding housing? Yes. Is it hard finding employment? Yes, it is, because people look at you differently when you have a felony, and they should, and they should, and they should. This is what I will say. A lot of people will say, oh, she's a scammer. Oh, she took people's money. Do you realize that it's scamming when you go out and you portray something that you're not? When you go out and you put on a whole face of makeup and then you wipe it off and they see, ooh, you look totally different. That's a scam. That's a scam. It's a scam when you lie on a job application. It's a scam when you lie on a housing application. It's a scam. People scam all day long. All day long, people scam. Everything that I have done in my life, the people who watch me have done that or worse. I have been transparent about what I've done, and I will be transparent about what I've done. But I'm not going to sit in the space of, oh God, I feel so guilty. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some of y'all be stealing. Some of y'all go to Walmart. That's why they got all the makeup and stuff locked up. I came out of prison and Walmart got everything in the store locked. Thank you, Snow White. Thank you. They got the whole store. They got the whole store locked up because y'all is in there stealing. Y'all in there stealing from them people's store. Hello? Y'all stealing from them people's store, but y'all want to worry about what I'm doing. Y'all let Sephora stealing $34 lipstick. Let's talk about that. Y'all let Target stealing Pampers for your baby because you can't get your baby daddy to buy the Pampers. Yeah, y'all be scamming. So, Aunt, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to be who I'm going to be, and that's just what it is. It's intimidating when people are their authentic selves. I was a liar. I was a cheater. I still be lying. I be lying. People ask me every day, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. That's a lie. Don't ask nobody that just got out of prison, how you doing? Don't do that. How would you be if you just got out of prison? If you just got out of prison, how would you be doing? Ask yourself that. Don't ask me no dumbass. Some of my church members are here, so we will not be using that language. But how would you be doing? I mean, come on. What was the hardest thing about prison? The hardest thing about prison was being away from my children. The hardest thing about prison was not being able to attend my mother's funeral. The hardest thing about prison was my absence. Letting go of what I thought I should control. I felt like I should be there for my children. I felt like I should be the one to raise them. I felt like I should have been there for them more than I was, and I couldn't be. This moment in time was a time when my children did not need me to be there, and that was hard for me to let go. Very, very hard for me to let go. Do I miss any of the ladies I met in prison? Heck no. Heck no. You need my Cash App? How can you put my Cash App? I don't even know how to make a comment on here. My Cash App is in the comment. Who can put my Cash App? Where's my moderator? It's one Mickey Fox, capital M, capital F is my Cash App. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, put my Cash App on there, and yes, we need the coin. We need the coin. No, my Cash App is the number 1, capital MIKKIFOX. Somebody please put that in the comment for me. Do I miss the ladies I met in prison? No. I don't. I don't miss the ladies I met in prison because it was a lot. There's no way we would have never. Thank you. It's my world. Thank you. It's my world. Thank you guys so much. I am just the love is just so real, y'all. I don't miss them. I don't miss anything about prison. I don't. I'll be outside with my toes out. See my toes? I'll be outside. I don't want no shoes on. I want to be outside. I want to smell fresh air. I want to look at the trees. I want to feel the hot sun on my face. I don't want nothing about prison. I don't want to be caged up. Let me alone. Y'all better be glad I got this brassiere on because I hate it. I can't find one that fits me anymore because the ones I had were like $100 and something. So I can't find one that fits. This is one from freaking Walmart. So you know what? No. I don't miss nothing about prison. I don't want no sports bras. I want my girls to be free. I don't want to wear white again. I don't want to wear no white. So y'all gonna see me in orange and green, purple, blue. I want all the colors. I want everything. Y'all gonna see these thighs and this meat. Y'all gonna see all of that. Why? Because I'm free and because I can. Because I can do what I want to do. I ain't got to do. I'm grown. I'm super grown. Big grown. Big grown. I'm stepping on a big number, a big age. So y'all finna see all this. Ain't gonna do it. Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. That's why. So it is what it is. Yeah. That's why I don't miss nobody from prison. Heck no. Yeah, it's in the description. Oh, I don't know who sent it. Thank you though. Thank you. We're not gonna do it. Thank you. Thank you. Do I believe in therapy? Yes. Do I need therapy? Yes. I need extensive therapy. Because prison was very traumatic. I have experienced PSTD. I don't think that's it. One of them. Oh, post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD. I have PTSD from it. I haven't been able to, certain things kind of still trigger me, stuff like that. So yes, I am in therapy. And I do believe in therapy. Of course I do. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard, to say the least. It was very hard. But thank you for sending. Thank you for sending cash apps. Thank you for all of the gifts, you guys. Yes, I am working. I am working. This content that I'm producing has been. Y'all have. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. The love that you guys have shown me while I was in prison, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you for the support. I cannot thank you for, there was a few people who sent me money on a regular basis to my Cash App, my old Cash App, that I had no clue. There were people that were very supportive, just sending little messages, and I can't thank you enough for your support. I thank you. You did not have to do that, but YouTube, my subscribers, my supporters were supporting me while I was in prison, and I can't I can't thank you guys enough for that support. I can't. So I will be here. I will be here, and we will be. I have so many topics. Um, thank you, Miss Brandy. Thank you guys. I have so many topics that I want to talk about. I want to talk about love. I want to talk about love, you guys. I want to talk about genuine, for real love. Um, how can we support you? Um, I had in the description is my Cash App, my PayPal, my all of that. Y'all can I'm gonna set up a PO box if y'all want to help me. If y'all want to help me with this furniture and different stuff for the house, I will make a, like I did last time, an Amazon wish list and stuff like that, so that you guys can help me. But yeah, I love I love the support that you guys are offering to me. I really do. Um, I can't help but to say thank you, you know. Um, so yeah. So yeah. Um, okay, day one in prison. Day one in prison. My very first day in prison was very hard. My very first day in prison was hard. I kind of knew that I was going to go. I pled guilty, and I knew I was going to plead guilty, and I was alone. I was alone, and cameras were there. The media was there. Um, and I was by myself, and it was hard. Um, I didn't know what to expect. I had on these leggings. I had on some leggings, and I had on a little t-shirt. And it was so cold. It was very cold. I had to go to a different area. And at the time it was COVID, and it was almost my birthday. It was almost my birthday. And I spent my birthday cleaning up the stall I was in because it was so dirty. And I was like, I don't want to touch nothing. So I spent most of the day like literally like, oh my God, I hope nothing crawls in my vagina. I don't want nothing to crawl up my butt. I don't want nothing to crawl in my boobies. So I was like this, trying to keep all my everything. Oh God, it was just so, it was very mentally hard. And I was just like, okay, if I breathe too hard, this air is going to get in my lungs. It was just, it was a lot. Day one was a lot. It was hard. It was very hard. But yeah. Yeah. I did tell you to put your Cash App. Put your Cash App on this video. I do have a car. I do have a car. Thank God I was able to buy a car when I got out of prison. And I have a car now. I still need a lot of stuff. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I do have a car, but there's still lots of stuff that I need. There's lots of stuff that the boys need. So yeah, every little bit helps. But Of course, you know, when you first get out, things are going to be different. Things are going to be not like they used to be. And so I just am trying to keep it in perspective. I'm trying to do um, the best with what I've been given, you know? Um, yes, I thank you. I thank you guys. Again, I can't do anything but thank you. So, yes, that was day one in prison. Um, and again, I don't want this to be a channel about prison because I'm not a criminal. I'm not a person who's a criminal. I'm not a person who is, that's not who I am. So I don't want to make this channel about my prison life. But I am going to tell stories. I am going to tell my perspective. I am going to tell you what happened. So to help you avoid, things, help you avoid that, of course I'm going to tell you. Do I have a good support network? I have people in my corner now that I've met since I yeah, let's talk about that. I have people in my corner now since I've been released from prison who are so supportive of me. The people who I met while in prison are supportive. They are, it's an army behind me. You see me by myself, but there's an army behind me. There are people in the comments who are waiting with them drawn, waiting. I can't pack it, but they got it type situation, right? There are people who love me and the love is so real. I have really, really, really received support that I never even would have dreamed of from people who I barely even know. People I barely even know are supporting me and have supported me way more than anybody that knew me before. Like I said, while I was in prison, there were two people who were semi-consistent with their support of me. There were two people who were there for me. Were they able to be there for me all the whole time? No. Maybe they were, but they were not. And the only time that my family ever reached out to me was when my mother passed away. I received one letter from one cousin, and that is it from my family. So my family did not support me at all. At all. Not one of them. $269 people on this live. I know a lot of them are my family. I know a lot of them are my family. Hey. 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 Not a phone call. Since I've been out, not a phone call. Oh, but don't worry. Because the support and the love I have now is unparalleled. Unparalleled. I'm making my own family. We got cousins. We got uncles now. We got pawpaws. We got grandmothers now. I don't need your help. I know you're here. 329 people here now. Yeah. Yeah. So no, my family was not there. I was in prison for 6 months and I lost my mother. And they knew exactly where I was at. It is what it is. You know, that's a fact. That's not going into the depth of my family issue. But I mean, I'm sure they have their reasons. Will I ever know? No. I won't ever find out. And I'm okay with that. How did I get these new supporters? I got these new supporters by going to church. Y'all know my daddy was a preacher. Um, my daddy was a preacher. And so I have always been in church. Not always been in church. The church has always been in me. And I wasn't necessarily going to church, but I always knew what I was supposed to be doing and where I should be going. And so when I got out, one of the first places I went was to church. And I met people who I know will be in my life for a very long time. I know that they love me. I know that they care about me, and I know that they support me, and we gonna ride this thing together. As long as they support me, I'm gonna support them. You know, and they're real. They're real, and that's where I am now. I love who loves me. I love who is in my corner. If you in my corner, I'm in your corner. You know, and if you're not, then I'm not. It is what it is. This is a good question from somebody who might be in my family. But let's see. Somebody asks, who were you to your family though? Did I treat them well? You said you weren't the best person back then. I did. So I can't say that I was the best person to my family. I was a non-person to my family. I refuse to be involved in relationships where people think it's funny to tear other people down, where people think it's a sport to try to humble people who should not be humbled, where people have an expectation that I should be accepting of your poor behavior and you don't accept my good behavior, where I'm not allowed to be myself, where I'm not allowed to raise my children the way I want to, where I'm not allowed to be the type of wife that I want to be. I refuse to be the butt of any joke. I refuse to be treated as if I'm less than. I refuse to be talked down to. I refuse to be silenced and to be in a space where my side of the story will never get told. I refuse to keep a secret that should have never been kept in the first place. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell about all them times when we wasn't supposed to talk about what was going on, when y'all knew what was going on and y'all never said nothing. I'm not that one. I'm going to tell it. You want to say I'm a snitch? I'll be a snitch. That's me. I'm the whistleblower. I'm the whistleblower. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell what you allowed your son to do and you overlooked and you didn't say nothing about it. And then you expected me not to say nothing. I'm going to tell it. So that's the one I am. I'm the one that's going to raise my children not to be around drugs, violence. You're not going to have my kids watching no sex. You're not going to have my kids looking at porn. You're not going to cuss around my children. You're not going to treat my boys like they're not kings that they are. You're not going to do that. You can do that with yours, though. You can treat your kids like that. You're not going to treat my children like that. You're not. You're not going to treat my kids like I shouldn't adore my children. You're not going to tell me how to raise them. God gave them children to me. So I'm their mama and I know how to raise them. You might be older than me, but that doesn't mean you know my children. God gave these children to me. So since he gave them to me, I'm going to raise them the way I want to. Your story is not my story. My grandmother's story is not my story. What she did is not what I'm going to do. I can take bits and pieces of your story to help grow mine, but I will not be silenced and I will not ever be told what I should be, what I shouldn't be, how I'm not going to be. I won't be told I'm too sensitive. I won't be told to stop crying. I won't be told that I'm crazy. You won't tell me that I know something that I know I'm not supposed to know. I can't tell you how I know it. I have intuition. My intuition said, you a dog. Excuse me. Excuse me. Blood ain't thicker than water. Blood ain't thicker than water. And mine ain't. And mine ain't. My blood has never been thicker than water. People who don't know me have treated me better than my own family members ever did. My family members tried to humble me because you knew I was special. Every last one of y'all knew I was special. Everybody is special, period. Not just me. But if you see something that is special in a child and you try to silence them and you try to humble them and you try to make them feel like they're less than because you never did do what was right in your life, you could never get your life right. So you're going to try to make the children in your life pay for the mistakes that you made, and you're not going to try to help them. You're going to try to keep them down, baby. From the front to the back. Every last one of y'all. From the front to the back. Okay. Yeah. So that's how that went. Back to business. Anyway, definitely not from your family. You just had the okay, whatever. It is what it is. That's why. That's why I'm not gonna be there for them. For what? What I'm gonna be there for them for? Girl, is this to my mama's side of family or both sides? Baby, it's two sides to my family. I got my daddy's side and my mama's side. When I say nobody, one person from my mother's family reached out to me. One. And this was a person, this was my mama's cousin. It wasn't one of my cousins. This was my mother's cousin. Aunties, uncles, cousins, pawpaws, grandmas, nobody. Nobody. It don't matter which side. None of them. Why would I want these people by your side to support you? Because, baby, what you mean? Why would I want them to support me? Because I needed support. Is you cool? Is you cool? Why would I want them to support me? Because I needed help. Foolish? Who is this? Sunshine? That's ignorant. I don't give a darn if he came from Pepe Le Pew. I needed and I need support. What you mean? I don't give a damn who support. See, y'all make me cuss. Now I done told y'all I'm a Christian. Y'all done sat up here and made me cuss. I don't care who it comes from, sir, ma'am. Honestly, I don't care who supports me. It could be you. It could be your family that supports me. I needed support. Anybody that goes to prison needs support. At the lowest point of your life, you need support. When you do something and you make a mistake and you know you've made a mistake and there are people who are hurt by your mistake, you need support. I don't care who you are. You can be the toughest, the strongest, the biggest, the tallest, the strongest person, and you need support. You need support. Everybody needs support. I don't care who you are. You could say, I don't need no help. I don't need nobody. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Somebody needs support. You need support from your job. You need support from somebody. So who would I expect it to come from? To the people who I share DNA with. The people who share my DNA, I expected them to support me. I don't give a damn if I ain't never talked to you. If I never talked to you in life, that's the time to talk to me, I would think. I would think that's the time to reach out and to support. Hello? Just like y'all now, oh my God, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back. Okay. You glad I'm back? Show me. You glad I'm back? Show me. You so concerned about my boys. Send me $20 so I can go buy them some food. Do you know boys eat? Children eat? I'm saying. The family members that took the boys in didn't stay in contact with you. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. If somebody is taking care of my children, the expectation is that my children are taken care of. Taking care of my children is taking care of me. Period. You don't have to like me. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to do nothing. If you're taking care of my children, you are taking care of me. They're the best parts of me. My children are the 100% best things that I've ever done. I've never done anything better than birthing those children and being a conduit to bring them into the world. There's nothing that I can do that can trump that. There's no message I can send. There's no encouragement that I can give. There's nothing I can do that will trump being a mother to those three boys. Those three boys are my life and my breath. Everything I am is because of my children. And I will do everything until the day I leave this earth to let them know that I love them, to let them know that they are everything to me. So supporting my children is supporting me. Period. You can hate me as long if you support them boys. There's nothing that you could ever see. You could never be, I could never look at you negatively if you do something to my boys, for my children. Never. Never, never, never. I would never have anything to say negative about somebody who does something for my children. Period. Hello, men. You want to get to a woman's heart? Do for them children. Do for them kids, and you could have anything you want from her. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So that's the video, unless y'all got questions. Unless y'all got questions. We seen you with your kids and how much you talked about them in your world. Yeah. My boys are my life. My boys are my everything. But I had to actually, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, and I will go. Because this part is going to make me cry. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about being a mother and having to go to prison. I was in my own eyes, and hopefully in their eyes, I know some of them probably have a different opinion of me now, but whatever. I was a good mother to my children. I wanted to be there for everything, every milestone, every sad day, every good day, all of that. I wanted to be there for everything for them. And I was. My children, my boys are, like I said, everything. So not being able to be there for them, having to walk, okay. Let's get it together, Foxy. Y'all drop some cash apps, distract me or something. Do something and distract me. Come on. Okay. Having to walk away from my children and leave them in the care of other people was probably the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. Yes. That was a very gut-wrenching thing. My oldest, Deacon, my oldest had to leave me first, and that was the hardest, because not really the hardest, but that was a very hard blow to me, because I had him first and I was with him the longest. And so that was hard. That was hard walking out of his life. There was some decisions that had to be made, and I made the best ones I knew at the time, and it was difficult. But with leaving my smaller ones, especially my baby, was the hardest. My middle son and I have a bond that I don't have. I have a bond with each one of my children. So it was literally like ripping at the seams. But it was very traumatic. There you go. Thank you. It was very traumatic. But I'm grateful for it, because the love that we have for each other now is unmatched. The bond I have with my children was strong then, but it is very, very, very strong now. We love each other in a way that we never could have before, because there was that absence. There was a time when I didn't get to talk to them, when I didn't see them. And since I wasn't able to see them, it created a bond with them that I never knew would be there. I never knew that I could love my boys the way that I do now. So prison helped me to appreciate them, to appreciate their eyes, their hands, and how they smell and how they look and how they breathe and how they talk and how they are just amazing. How they look like their father and how they sound like him now and how tall they are and how they have muscles and how they say mama and how they still say mommy and how they still want my hugs and still want my love and how they view me and how, thank you, Miss Lakeisha, how they view me and how they speak to me and how they speak to other people and what gentlemen they are and how they want to care for me. How they want to care for me and how they admire me and how I admire them. The strength that it takes to lose a part of yourself like that is hard. It's hard, but I am so blessed and I'm so thankful that my children love me and they care for me. And I know they're watching. I hope that you know that mommy loves you. And I always will. I always, always, always will. No matter what decision you make, no matter what decisions I've made, no matter where I've gone, no matter where I will be, no matter what you choose, I will always, 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 always love you. Always. Thank you for sitting with me as I was learning, as I was growing, as I was attempting to be myself. Thank you for sitting in that space with me and for letting your mama grow up with you. I'm excited for the new things that God has in store for us. I'm excited for the ways and the days ahead of us. Our journey is still unfolding. I'm glad I get to know you guys as individuals. I can't wait to see the men of God that you guys are going to be. To Deacon, you're my everything. You are my first, and such a blessing to know you. I'm glad that God is carrying you through this journey and that you're becoming a man, that you're figuring out your life. And I'm glad that you're allowing me to witness your unfolding. I'm going to be here in the wings, in the back, looking and cheering you on, pushing you forward, getting in your ass, getting in your ass, but always your cheerleader, always your advocator. When we down, we 10 toes down, and you know that. To Bishop, you are so much of my self. You are the essence of everything that makes me me. You are chocolate goodness. You are wisdom personified. You are a breath of fresh air. You are an amazing little boy man. And thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being the strong one. The M in the middle. The M in the middle. Thank you for being the strong one. Thank you for sitting with mama. Sitting with mama. And sometimes just sitting and not talking. Being in the middle and allowing the world to swirl around you and holding it all in the middle. Thank you for that. And to my little baby. All of them grew up on this channel, but the little one is the the little one is the he's been the heartbeat of this channel. He's been in most videos because the other ones were in school. Baby Fox, Mr. Baby Fox. God really took his time with my baby. God really um, did a masterful job at creating this little surprise baby of mine. He is such a joy to know. He's such a beautiful, beautiful little boy. I'm so grateful that I didn't miss out on so many of your little boy years, but Mama is sorry that I had to leave you at a time when you were so impressionable and you were so young. And I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But I thank you, God. I thank God that I am allowed to do it again. To do it again. I thank God that He's given me a chance to just see them again. Just to see my boys, y'all. Just to see them again has been such a reward to me. That I have eyes to see them again. That I was released from prison unscathed with no scars, no wounds, no thing that's irreparable. I'm so glad that I was able to. And to my baby boy, I hope that whatever we had to endure, that we can endure it together. I'm grateful for the counselors that have been set up and for the things that have been put in place to help me and my children to grow together, to build our relationship back again. This is a difficult time for us, but it is something that I know God has His hand in the middle of. My baby, Mr. M, the littlest M Fox, is smart. He's very kind. He is the Peter Pan in the family, and he wants everything to work together. He wants everybody to get along. He is the peace and the last piece of our peace. He is the calm in the storm. He smooths everything out. And so I'm grateful that I'm grateful for him, for them, for all of them. I thank you guys for watching, for tuning in, for being here. But that's my message to them. Mama loves you. I always will. I never will stop. The support that we have for each other now is only going to be better as we go forward. So I thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for tuning in and allowing me to be who I am. And that's all that I am. I hope that you will be here for this journey, for the newness of our channel. And that's it. We've talked about prison. We've talked about why I went, how come I went, what's going to happen next. And that's it. That's it. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. But this is it. This is it. We've talked about it. I said it. And that's it. So, I'm Mickey Fox, and those are my thoughts. Bye.